All over our cities, along our coastlines and across our green and pleasant land, an invisible army is fighting a never-ending war. Their enemy is the filth that we create and the vermin that thrive on it. Welcome to the hidden world of the grime fighters. On our programme tonight, a backyard in Barking takes a drubbing.
Rotten foods, nappies, dirty underwear.
Drains take the strain in Dagenham.
It stinks like Simon's aftershave.
And when rubbish removal men get a bit frisky.
As you can see, it's a little bit mud.
They've got to be careful. Immediately, the signs are worrying. The lads have been told this isn't going to be a straightforward job.
We've been told there might be some drug use, and this looks like the room that it's been done in. So you just got to be careful. There's no needles hiding behind any sofas or cushions or anything.
Sadly, it seems, these drug users were also parents.
The kids' room, yeah.
The previous occupiers have left in a hurry. Not that they're the sort who would have cleaned up anyway.
Just a lot of clothes on the floor, babies' clothes.
If there are infected needles here, Johnny wants to make sure they can be handled safely.
A lot of rubbish in the kitchen.
This drawer proves the point. Danger.
And there's a needle.
Forewarned is forearmed. Johnny is proud of his work.
Don't mind doing jobs like this. When you see the result at the end, it makes you happy when you go home, so at least you can say you've changed, hopefully, someone's life, making the place cleaner.
In Dagenham, East London, Bill and Simon, the sewage supermen, are on a mission. A back garden and a bad smell spurs them on.
There we go.
These pipes could be blocked. Knock, knock, who's there?
When I banged that, it was just to check to see if the dam pipe ain't full. And the dam pipe seems to be hello, so it's a sign of saying like that's empty.
The blockage must be underground. This could be tricky.
We lift up the interceptor and check that, see if that's blocking.
Yeah, you want to move the car?
Okay then, so I'll give the gentleman a knock.
Yeah.
But nothing's ever simple, is it? And if it is simple, there are some who make it more complicated.
Hiya, sorry to disturb, mate. Barking and Dagenham sewer team. Is there any chance you can pull your motor back a bit?
Pull it back? I'd have just pulled it where it is.
What? You'll make your mind up. First you want it moved, now you don't.
He wants
Which
it moved.
which one do you want done?
Don't do it.
No, come
Don't
on.
do it.
You told me to go and knock on the door. I've gone and knock on the door. Now you're telling me.
I'm walking away from you now.
Whatever.
I'm walking away from you now.
No, you started the argument.
I didn't.
People are usually helpful to grime fighters.
He's going to run you over.
I wish he'd run you over though.
At last, the drain is revealed and Bill can get down to business.
We have all the best tools in the world.
No, just do it.
Shut your mouth, you.
There can be something very satisfying about a blocked drain.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here we go. It's full up.
Dirty water.
Simon's been round and had a bath, because look,
Come
don't
on.
look like he's had a bath.
Yeah, go
See
on.
how dirty that water
Go
is?
on, let's do it. Come on.
Cool, right.
The bad smell is inevitable, and so are the jokes.
It stinks like Simon's aftershave. He buys all the cheap rubbish.
Don't fall in there. You might mess your hair up.
At least I can comb my hair, I've got some.
Nature was cruel to me, all right?
Yeah, tell me about it.
But there's a problem. Why isn't it just going whoosh?
It seems like it might be the mains, so what Simon's going to do now is go across the road and check to see if the other side's up. Come on, Simon, hurry up.
Yep, the mains are up.
The mains belong to Thames Water. We're not allowed to touch them.
It all looked so good. But now, the hardest part. Admitting defeat and telling those involved.
What you got to do now, I've just checked.
Oh, yes.
He's beautiful, isn't he? He's kissed.
Kissing the dog, that's okay, but not very hygienic.
Well, here we go, another job done. Sort of.
Come on in.
Let's go.
Rock and roll.
We're still in East London, where a house in Barking is causing concern. It's a mess, of course, but it's also dangerous. Environmental Health Officer Philip has called in his team to make sure it's safe. Enforcement officers Rob and Jenny will need to inspect the grime scene before cleaning can begin.
You all right, mate? What we got, mate?
We've got filthy and verminous permanents.
Okay.
It's their job to search for clues as to who's responsible. And that can be a messy business.
As you can see, we've got a lot of waste out here, and we just need to check for evidence now and see if we can find out where the waste has come from. Need to be careful, there may be syringes.
The problem is, no one knows what they may find. A needle in this haystack? Maybe worse.
Just going to have a little nose in here, see if we can find anything.
I contacted the landlord, served a notice. Nothing was carried out, so we decided we need today to come down, get the waste cleared, charge the landlord for the clearance, and try and find any evidence in the waste.
It's all old stuff.
Oh, man. Just as I thought. Bag of condoms.
Oh, nice.
There are more condoms down there, look. It's looking more and more.
Yeah, like a house of ill repute. Is it worth looking through anymore?
I don't think we need to, do we?
No.
Oh, no way. Don't know what that was. Took a lungful of that, whatever it was. Ugh.
Oh, Rob. Don't even bother.
That's gross, isn't it?
It makes you want to laugh or cry.
It's all a bit nasty and a bit naughty, isn't it, to be fair? It just absolutely stings.
And now Rob smells a rat.
Oh, look at that. Ooh. Oh, look, maggots dropping off of him. Ooh. Oh, it stings. I'm going to lose it. Get rid of it. Ugh. You know, it comes to something when even the rats don't want to live here anymore and they just curl up and die.
This actually has been here longer than 3 or 4 weeks.
Oh, here, my pet hate. Look.
More stuff?
Hey. Super lube. Oh, bro. Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Grime inquiries are never short of possible evidence, but does it add up?
We found a couple of names and addresses. Well, the addresses actually appertains to here anyway. So it means we probably won't be able to trace where the people have gone who were living here first.
Nasty, nasty place. Just got to get it cleared.
Okay guys, we've had a look through. We haven't found anything, so you can carry on, get it cleared for us. Thanks guys.
Back in Wales, Johnny, Peter and Kyle are having to tread very carefully indeed. This was a drugs den.
So I'm just making sure that there's nothing in here that's sharp that could prick me.
Rifling through the rubbish, it's now clear what happened. The previous occupiers were told to leave.
Alright, explains now that they've been evicted and they've obviously been given the notice to get out, to get their stuff out as well, but they also haven't even bothered trying to get their stuff out.
It's no surprise that the heavy use of drugs here has taken its toll on normal life. It all could have been so different if they'd been able to lick the drug habit. They disregarded their health as much as they disregarded their home.
And I've got small needles up here again. Might have been used, still got the needle in it. Found another needle. It's on the back of this cupboard. It's got the covering on, but by the looks of it, there might be more. Found one in the kitchen, found in here, so it could be anywhere.
These needles could still be harmful.
Well, you never know who's been injecting themselves with that needle, do you? So, it could be anything. Hepatitis, HIV, anything like that, really.
There's evidence of lives falling apart, and the evidence hasn't been destroyed.
I just found some photos of someone with a bomb, which is used for like drugs and stuff.
Got to be careful all the time because you don't know the houses you're going into, what the people are up to or what they do. Good mother or father thing to do, is it, doing drugs around your kids, especially when by the looks of it, it's hard drugs. It's quite disgusting, really.
Like, it makes me quite angry to see this sort of stuff going on, you know, around children. There's not much we can do about it, you know. We just have a contract come in and clean up what they've left.
It's not the team's job to pass judgment. They've just got to make sure the flat is cleared. Coming up, a rubbish hard man shows how hard you have to be.
Let's just go and see how fit you are. I'm going to have a nice cup of tea and you get all this loaded on the truck.
And in Barking, it's now time for the extreme cleaners to face up to the problem.
Rat that's been here for a little while.
Up and down the land, a little-known army of dedicated professionals are devoted to battling the ever-advancing tide of grime. In Barking in East London, the problems of the former house of ill repute are being tackled.
There's excrement, condoms, might be a few needles, rats, just the usual really.
The extreme cleaners have come well prepared.
Also use Vicks just to put in the mask, just in case, obviously for bad smells. Sometimes it's not as bad, obviously, but some properties and garages and stuff that we clear really just overpowering. It's been sitting there for months and months.
A tough job, of course. That's why they're here.
Bed sheets, dirty pillows, rotten foods, nappies, dirty underwear.
There's plenty of evidence of what went on here.
Condoms, more condoms, more condoms.
There's nothing so bad the rats won't like it.
There's loads of little holes and crevices where they can get in, and it's so hard to see. But obviously when you make a lot of noise, they just end up start running around, so you might see a few in a minute. Rat droppings.
There's a rat that's been here for a little while. Maggots, flies, fleas.
But nothing an extreme cleaner can't cope with.
We see quite a lot of them, to be honest, but they end up running off when you're banging about and that. The big ones, obviously like the size of cats and stuff like that, they're the ones you want to watch out. They start chasing you around the garden and flats and all sorts of stuff.
Environment Officer Philip takes a peek over the garden fence. It's obvious there's an additional problem.
They've got probably 20-25 black bags of domestic waste. We can see food on the floor. Obviously, it's a big rat problem in this area, and it's part of the reason. So I'm just going to have a chat with the person, the resident here. Excuse me, I'm from the council. What's your plan with regards to getting rid of them? Because you've got food waste.
Maybe today or tomorrow.
The rats are going to come and eat this. There's a lot of rats in the area. You need to get this cleared as soon as possible, please.
Yeah, sure.
This is a big problem with tenants leaving waste. He says it's from a party, but it seems a lot too much for a party. The type of waste is probably unlikely. But he's told me you'll get it cleared today, so I'll do a visit back later today or maybe Monday morning if it's not cleared. And if it hasn't been cleared, then we'll take action.
There's no time for talking now. This is just a matter of turning this mountain into a molehill.
Nice.
In the bowl.
Where there's muck, there's brass. There really is.
Hey, look. My lucky day. Been chewed by a rat by the looks of it. Pays for breakfast. Take it down the bank, you never know.
The scene has been transformed. Even the molehill has been removed. Philip is pleased.
Great job.
Done.
Oh, it's a million times better, that is. Hopefully their residents will take a better care now and get a nice table and chairs out here, and they've got a garden back.
Ready to go again.
Excellent.
The house has been fully cleaned and before long can welcome a new, more deserving tenant. Stockport rubbish removal expert Mike Burgess finds his truck is in rather a tight spot.
Come on, Alex, get it back. That's it, Alex.
In this business, it's essential to have a good team.
Come on, Alex, hurry up.
And today, Mike is joined by Alex and Liam.
We'll have a look at this mess in the back garden. Joanne?
The key to good leadership is meticulous planning.
Hello?
It's all a matter of knowing who, when, and why.
You there, love?
Getting the right name
Hello?
is essential.
Is it Joanne, isn't it?
It's Susie.
Susie, sorry, Susie. Do you want to tell us about how you've accumulated all this? And
I've only been here about 12 months. It's just from doing up the house.
Yeah.
Cardboard boxes and paintings.
Yeah.
And just some packaging off.
Right.
Some appliances.
And you want all of this going? Do you want the this metal thing, the shed?
The shed, yeah.
Yeah.
Take the shed down as well.
All right then. We'll start clearing it out, and we'll let you know when we're all done.
All right. Thanks.
That smile from Alex is a good sign.
That's it.
The metal shed may look a bit of a handful, but Mike and his team won't easily be put off.
We love rubbish. We love it. We love it.
One of the advantages of being the boss is you decide how much to put into the work.
It's the third job of the day, so we all start to slow down a bit. Obviously these younger lads, a bit fitter than what I am.
Mike keeps up standards in fitness and keenness.
I do get called now and again the drill sergeant, and the reason I'm the drill sergeant, I keep an eye on the lads' fitness levels. Alex is back. He's been off for 2 weeks. He fell out of his bunk beds with his Batman pyjamas on.
I got kneed playing football. I was in that playing football.
Dr. Mike wants to check on the patient.
He's getting back to his level of fitness, but we may have him running behind the truck from job to job just to get his pins up to shape. So Alex, do you think you're coming up to my level of fitness?
I think I'm far past it.
Far past my level of fitness? Okay, let's just go and see how fit you are. I'm going to have a nice cup of tea and you get all this loaded on the truck.
In Aberystwyth, Johnny, Peter and Kyle see an end in sight. The drugs den has almost been cleared. It's looking good.
Not far off there now. We've cleaned all the other rooms. It's just these sofas.
Just having a look to make sure there's no sharps in the sofa before we actually carry it down.
There are inevitably ups and downs in this job, but at least there's variety.
It's just something different every day, you know. It's the longest you're at a job is a couple of days, really. So when you come in the morning, like it's going to be something different, whether it's window cleaning or something like this, blood jobs, crime scene places. It's just different all the time. It's pretty good.
Johnny and his team think they've got the measure of this place, but there's one more surprise.
Looks like the handle of a pickaxe or sledgehammer or something.
Pickaxes and needles, it's all in the day's work, and it all has to be cleared.
Just got a carpet left in there, then just give all the rooms sanitised to kill any germs.
At last, the property is safe for the decorators to come in and renovate. It's another transformation from the horrors of the past to healthy living.
Job well done, yes.
We need grime fighters. They make the world a better as well as a cleaner place. In Stockport, Drill Sergeant Mike Burgess has kept his team up to the mark. The metal shed should be a pushover, but maybe not. And can it be removed?
You know what? I don't think we're going to get this on the truck. What we're going to do with that?
Mike won't be thwarted. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Hey?
How's it held together?
It's pot riveted, I think. But anyway, you need to get your training levels back up. So let's just see. Hey, where's the big hammer? Right, so we're going to do a few action shots for you lot.
Let's face it, Mike likes to show off. When victory is declared, lessons have to be drawn. Alex is invited to praise his boss.
Alex, what I'm trying to do here is show a man doing a boy's job.
Alex may need a bit more convincing, particularly if they can't get it onto the van.
We've got a new name for him now, Monkey Boy. Go on, up you go. You all right, Alex? You all right, Alex?
Alex is good and brave.
It's a pain in the working with the boss. He likes to do everything his own way, doesn't he? Yeah. And basically we do it better. As you can see, he's a little bit mad.
Have you not finished that little bit yet? What's going on here, eh? Come on, let's get it finished, jeez.
Mike's bark is far worse than his bite.
Hi, Susie. Right, there you go. You happy with that?
Yeah, that's great. I'm getting a dog soon as well, in a couple of months, so we need to get it all clean and tidy.
Yeah.
Puppy.
Yeah, okay, cool.
All right, brilliant.
Yeah,
Thanks
all right,
for
then.
doing that.
Lovely.
Thank you.
A full van and a happy customer. Perfect. But where's Alex? Since the filming of the show, the Aberystwyth flat is now far more des res than Drugs Den. And in Dagenham, Bill and Simon are keeping the drains draining.
Here we go, bingo.
They've had a petrol bomb inside.
The petrol bomb has gutted the flat.
There's a lot of fire damage in the hallway. It's looking like quite a bad one.
But what was going on here before? Perhaps the fire has destroyed vital evidence.
This is the living room, full of extended belongings that we'll need to clear out. The plaster on the ceilings is all coming away. The electrics are burnt. Just everything's going to need to be stripped back to the bare bones and start again.
Fortunately, it seems no one was hurt.
I don't think there was any injuries or anything like that, so yeah, I'd have thought the property was empty at the time. Yeah, more smoke damage in the kitchen. It's still full of the extended belongings, so we'll need to get those cleared out first. It's completely black in there. You can't really see a lot at all, really. As you can see, these cupboards here should be white, so that's how bad the smoke damage is.
Despite the fire, the basic structure of the flat remains intact.
To specify what works are to be done, it's going to take me a long time, so what I need first is to get everything cleared out of the property, all the burnt furniture, get it cleaned down best they can so that it's okay for someone to start working in here. Jobs like this, what we class them as fire jobs, they do take a little bit longer, so we have a bit more time to do them just because of the logistics of everything that needs to be done.
This is going to take a lot of work. Time to call in the extreme cleaning experts, Kevin and Graham.
How you doing? There you go. Right. We've got a one-bedroom flat today. It's had quite an extensive fire. Clear it out and then give it the best clean you can. It's going to be difficult with the smoke and definitely suit up. All right?
Yeah, well done.
Cheers.
All right, see you later.
Kevin says no problem, but they haven't seen the flat yet. It's going to be a long one. In Wolverhampton, we're proud to welcome back Lou, the great litter picker. Lou considers it's important to get into the minds of his opponents.
I'm looking here and thinking, why do people chuck the rubbish? I'll tell you why they chuck the rubbish. Because it falls out their hands, doesn't it, just like that? And they leave it. But not me. I go along and I pick it up. Because I'm going to put that in the bin. That's my job.
Today, Lou is joining forces with Steve.
I used to work in a lock factory before. It's all gone now. All the work went to Turkey, India, China. I shut the place down.
Litter pickers are like robins. They're very territorial. They don't like strangers on their patch.
What you're going to realise, Lou, is that I'm in charge today.
You can be in charge anytime. Okay.
I'm in charge today. This is my patch.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
And you've got to do like it. You'll be all right. I'll look after you.
Right.
That's what you got to do.
I'm not going to pull rank on you.
No,
okay?
no.
You just do as you're told.
Right then, Lou, we'll start down here.
Okay, kid.
I'll get the batter.
We'll go for it.
You follow me. What you got to realise, Louis, I'm only agency worker.
Yes, I know you're only an agency worker. This is the idea, is just pick all the rubbish up. It must be about 5 years since I've worked down here.
Still the same, Luke, still the same.
They altered.
Come on, Luke, it gets worse as we go down.
Yeah, it don't matter, we can handle it. That's why we've got these pickers in their hands.
That's right,
in
you've got to.
It doesn't matter what they throw at us, we'll get it done.
It's a dirty job, and it's got to be done.
Well, somebody's got to do it.
Lou may have the advantage because he thinks deeply about the problem.
Do you know, and I'm telling you now, if people didn't drink, smoke or eat, there'd be no rubbish, because there'd be no people, would there?
But there also might be no work for grime fighters.
Plod on, Louis, plod on.
Yeah. Look at that.
Nearly there, Louis?
Yes, we're getting there at the end of this street.
Our new team are settling down well.
That's it, that's finished now.
That's one off, another one off the list.
Lou and Steve agree on the big issues.
When we was young, there's a bit of discipline. Today, there's no discipline at all.
No, it's gone.
It's gone, hasn't it, completely?
Gone.
You know, we'd have a clip round the ear and God knows what. If our parents see us making it dirty in the street, you get it clipped.
Pick it up, pick it up.
Pick it up, do that, yeah.
Pick it up.
Let me go and hold the door and then you can get in.
Lou sees himself as more than just a litter picker.
That's his good deed of the day.
He's an ambassador for Wolverhampton.
If you can help people, we help people. It's
right.
what life's all about, is helping one another, isn't it, at the end of the day?
Back at the petrol-bombed flat in Leicester, Kevin and Graham are about to discover what they've let themselves in for.
You've got to be careful and all to look round for needles and all in this. It's going to be a nightmare trying to look round for them. Completely everything will end up down the tip.
That's salvageable.
You look stunning. There's names for people like you.
But the malarkey soon has to stop. They've got to get down to serious business.
Get these windows out.
And a man from the council arrives to help out.
Taking all the screens off now so we can get access to chuck all the stuff out the window.
On a job like this, you always have to assume the worst. And often, that's drugs.
Sure. There you go, you got to grind the grain.
There. Grinding the old weed up, innit?
Yeah, don't look like weed, I don't know though. Oh look, drugs.
You found some drugs?
Yeah, somebody's been on needles. That's water bottle that they use to clean the needles or something. There's some tablets here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We've just got to be careful. I'll put these aside somewhere to dispose of them properly later on. Oh, hey up, Gray.
What's that, mate?
Be careful, mate.
Oh, you found some needles?
Yeah. Yeah. Quite a few. Few needles.
Yeah, there's a lot of used ones in there, Kev, look.
One lesson's been learnt: dispose of dirty needles.
At least they've had the decency to actually use these boxes like...
Yeah, there's plenty in there and all as well, isn't there?
You want to get his hand with this, Kev?
It's not the grime the grime fighters really like, it's the fighting.
Heavy this is, isn't it, kid? What am I calling you kid for?
I don't know. Dad, that ain't gonna go.
Without the banter, it's hard to see how this work could get done.
Come on, Barry.
Who?
Barry Chuckle. Twist it. Leave it there.
Yeah, OK.
It is. Right. Come on then.
Kevin and Graham are now in a better mood. But to be really happy, you've got to do something outrageous.
Kev, I'm going to be a rock star, mate. I've always wanted to do this. Throw a telly out the window.
Now to Blackpool, the traditional home of entertainment. Appropriately, it's also home to Steve and Steve, father and son grime fighters.
Hey, do, Mark.
Their customer today is a good friend of Steve Sr. Mark is a landlord, and some of his rental property has been left in a bad way.
I don't know. Tenants have left it like a hellhole, right? Bust the toilet and everything.
Yeah, I can sort that out for you, pal.
It's not going to cost me arm and a leg. Don't forget, it's like mates rates, isn't it?
Just cost you 2 arms.
Mates rates.
2 legs.
Don't
You can
forget.
afford it, can't you?
Yes, mates' rates. trading at a discount. And in Steve's case, you also have to put up with remarks about your skiing holidays.
Steve, how many times have you had to be medevaced off the mountain?
Once.
Not twice.
First time.
First time.
Yeah, and the guy says, you're not a very good skier.
Not a very good skier. So we had to come
put me
off,
on
didn't
skidoo,
we?
yeah.
And the last time we was there, it's had to be medevaced off with 2 doctors, right, down into the resort and into hospital.
We say I can't ski. I keep us in the van all the time simulating my skiing.
He is a clown, isn't he? He always brings humour to everything he does.
I think I'll get a job with joiner. Yeah. Ready? Yeah.
Grime fighters never have to look for grime. It's always there.
That's the worst one I've ever smelled, ever.
Grime, though, isn't just grime.
Stinks that.
There are different sorts. An expert knows you know with his nose.
You have a pooey smell, but then you have like a urine smell, which is the worst of the two, believe it or not.
It's a moment for dirty jokes of the silliest kind.
Don't laugh. Little poo. Have a little poo, why is it making me laugh? He's a little poo himself, isn't he? I'm the big poo. He's a little poo. Hey,
So what caused this blockage?
You can see there's a lot of tissue paper, there's plastic in there, there's all sorts. Big joiner's put a fair bit down as well.
Some curry that.
Once again, Steve and Steve have something to celebrate.
And who are we, by the way, because we've cleared it? Number 1 for number 2.
Is it guaranteed?
Guaranteed till the check clears, son. Not that we're going to get a penny off it. Hey, come on.
He's a good lad, isn't he?
Well, see you later.
All right, pal. Thank you for that.
Cash or check?
Check.
Who cares about money when you've got a job you like and the sun is shining? Coming up, while Kevin gives it his all, what exactly is Graham doing?
I've realised why it's whoever.
What?
Because you ain't doing nothing.
Just listen to it.
To grime fighters, even breaking glass can sound good.
That's a fantastic noise.
And with litter picker Lou, we hear the sound of music.
Where the streets are narrow, we push the barrow.
Throughout the country, an army of professionals are continuing to dedicate their daily lives to waging war on the nation's grime. Back in Leicester, Kevin and Graham are tackling what for them is the worst part of the job.
This is the bit I hate, touching these bed sheets.
Oh, don't let the bed bugs bite.
No, it's grim.
Do a bit like a dick Whittington.
So a smoke alarm. I didn't think it was working at the time.
Fire damage smoke alarm. It still works.
Where's your cat?
Come on, heave. Kevin's doing his bit, but what about Graham?
I've realised why it's whoever.
What?
Because you ain't doing nothing.
You tell me I had frigging handles on this then,
Yeah.
did you? Beautiful.
Oh, great.
Teamwork is about working at the same pace. But has anyone told Graham?
What are you doing in there?
What?
What are you doing?
I'm sorting it out.
Ah, sorting out the van. Quite right.
More space, you see. You'll learn one day, Kev, honestly.
Yeah.
You'll get there.
The previous tenant has left many personal possessions. They reveal the story of lives falling apart. One discovery looks like a CV which didn't impress.
Cleaner, dusting, polishing, toilets, worked at McDonald's as well.
The evidence becomes even more heartbreaking.
It's about self-harmers and drug use.
Oh, is it?
It sounds like she's been to try and get some help and that. But it's probably a nice, pretty young girl as well. Just shows what that stuff can do to people.
But however good they are, grime fighters are not social workers.
2 weeks later. So why did you give up carpet fitting then, Graham?
Because I was an apprentice like you and it kept getting on my nerves.
In this business, necessity is the mother of invention. Carpets can become skips.
Roll up, roll up.
And the work shouldn't get you down.
One day, son, this will all be yours. What will you do when I retire then, Kev?
Pardon?
What will you do when I've retired?
Sign on. Get yourself flat. Why is it you always end up at the back and I end up pulling it all?
Because you're the front man.
Am I? You're my wingman here.
Being seen to get the job done is almost as important as getting the job done.
I ain't got the energy.
And in just a few short hours, a transformation has taken place.
Look at that, job well done. Well chuffed with that.
Well done. Call it a day.
Okay, mate.
Yeah,
So, thank
Go
you.
on then, let's go.
On average, every household produces a ton of rubbish each year, and landfill sites are getting harder to find. Recycling our household waste has never been more important. Often, it's easy, but in this case, a miss is as good as a mile. Recycling bins in supermarket car parks often become an eyesore. But whose fault is it? In Leicester, environmental enforcement officers Sam and Mick have been called to investigate. This is a controversial area.
Every Monday morning, it's exactly the same scenario at this recycle area. We're looking through the waste, we're going to try and find out some ID of who's dumped it.
We've got a lot of cardboard and stuff here as well, which looks like it's not normal household waste.
Oh, this looks good, this looks good, this looks promising. Let's have a look. They've normally got the name on the boxes. Oh, the crafty beggar. They've ripped it off.
Found some evidence, looks like some, yeah, we've got one there with a name and address on. And you can see we've found some more.
Fly tipping is illegal, but are all the culprits equally to blame?
Yeah, what do you think of all this waste?
It's disgusting. I've never done it in my life personally. It's absolutely ridiculous.
You know the cans up there?
Yeah.
The young bags of cans on there?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
They're so bloody lazy.
Yeah. Here we are, recycled can bank area.
Aluminium cans are valuable when they are recycled. It's worth making the effort.
Pick it up and place it in the can bank. They cannot be bothered just to do this. Lovely noise. I cannot see why people cannot just do that.
Just can't be bothered to do it, can they?
They've done the easy bit in drinking it. The enjoyment bit is drinking it. The extra enjoyment bit is recycling it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Save a can today.
The trouble is, waste dumped in the wrong places and in the wrong way costs money.
This is costing the authority £120,000 a year to remove this waste from the ground level.
And this is the problem I've got, you see, these chaps are trying to reach the recycling banks, but all this waste dumped at the side of it.
The truth is that local authorities have got used to sorting out this problem.
Obviously, they've got a quite tight schedule. They've not got time to pick all this side waste that was being dumped on the floor. So we need to bring another crew in.
Let's give him an hand, Sam. We'll win eventually. We'll win.
But after what seems like a long winter, the birds begin to sing.
But listen to the crunch, listen to it. That's a fantastic noise.
Back in Wolverhampton, Lou and Steve are still getting in on the act.
Where the streets are narrow, we push the barrow, collecting litter and bottles, fag packets, crisp packets, whatever we've got, we pick up.
Lou's clearly in charge. He's got the vision. Steve doesn't like being number two. He likes the work, though.
To come outside and to work in the fresh air, you can't beat it. It gets a bit cold these mornings, but once you plod on and have a go, you know, you soon warm up. Come on, Lewis.
Well, this brings old memories back of when I was a dad pushing the old pram up the road.
You all right, Louis?
It's absolutely wonderful. This is a lovely barrow, this is, Steve. Have you had an MOT on this?
Not yet, but it's due next month.
Yeah. Look, the tyres look a bit rough. I'll get in on it.
That's the Rolls Royce of the barrows, Louis.
What about that?
Rolls Royce of the barrow.
Lou is fairly easygoing, but some things get his goat. Building materials just left, not cleared up and not taken away. Lou decides on action.
Get the gaffer down there. I want the gaffer. Well, hello? You're the boss man?
Yeah, no boss.
No boss here? Yes. All right, then I'll organise the point to come to this house. This can't go on. You can't have bricks and what and that on the pavement. If somebody's coming down here in a wheelchair or a mobility scooter or somebody blind and fall into that, it's health and safety.
Yeah,
or at the end of the day, you know that, lads, all right?
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, he's right, Lou. He's really right. I mean, you can't have that all over the road.
If you could just move them inside, off the path. All right then.
Oh, then
have a lovely day. All right, thanks, lads. All right, thank you very much. All right, God bless you. All right.
Lou is secretly pleased that punishment won't have to be meted out.
He's got the gift of the gab and he puts it over nice. And probably will have something done now.
Make it look a bit tidy, all right?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Cheers, kid.
He done that like with the goodness of his heart because he takes pride in his job. He takes a lot of pride in it and he's one of the old guard. He knows the difference between right and wrong.
It's an health and safety factor, okay?
Come on then, Lou, let's carry on.
We need grime fighters. They not only want the work, they can enjoy it as well.
Because where the streets are narrow, we'll push the wheelbarrow.
Crying cuckles and mussels.
And coke cans and fag packets and crisp packets.
Hello.
Scotland, extreme cleaner Steve has been called to an abandoned flat.
The property has been left in a pretty nasty state, so it's, we've been called in to clear out and deep clean it.
Steve's an expert on bad conditions. He's got the gear, and on this occasion, he's going to have to use all of it. It could be worse, but not by much.
As you can see in here, the kitchen's in a very bad state.
Insects, lots and lots of them. Steve can only guess at how people manage to live here.
Those kids here and a mother, and they've left it in this condition. We're looking at this cooker here, and to think that somebody was cooking and feeding kids off this is really unacceptable, isn't it? So it's...
There's no surprise in the evidence of drug misuse.
There's spoons, etc. lying next to the bed. It's always alarming. So that's an area we really need to take care when we're cleaning up.
Steve's experience now pays off. His first trick? A smoke bomb.
This is a procedure, the smoke bombing. This is a small canister. We open it and we just light it.
So we're about to actually make our way out now.
This should wipe out the entire insect world. But what about Steve? Oh, that's all right. Now the warning sign.
So we'll put a bit of biohazard tape onto the door, just in case any neighbours and that come out and want to wander in.
In the wrong hands, this could be dangerous. After all, there's no smoke without fire.
You can go for a wee cup of tea.
In Dagenham, drain cleaning team Bill and Simon are answering an emergency call from a Mr. Jolly, who's not feeling at all jolly.
Right, Dame Cancer, what's your problem?
Drains are blocked again. When I say again, it's about 7 times, 8 times a year. Yeah, and I'm getting a little bit fed up with it now.
The water feature is still all right, but the main drain isn't.
When we first moved here, that manhole cupboard actually lifted and we had raw sewage going all the way down the garden, and that's what I don't want no more. It needs to be sorted now because it's an health hazard.
Right, let's have a look here then.
It is an health hazard now. It's absolutely beyond the joke.
Well, that seems to be okay, but not to an expert.
It smells damp, doesn't it? That means there's fresh water leaking into it.
I don't believe it's fresh water, honest to God.
If you could, I know
what you're saying, but I'm pouring bleach down the drain.
It's probably
about
not
6 times a day.
It's probably not causing the blockage.
It ain't. It's
no, because all it is fresh
because
water.
The pipe work is too small.
Block drains are block drains, but techniques vary.
We're going to plunge it first, the interceptor.
Yeah.
It's a swung net. We can't put the jet up there, because we put the jet up there, we can blow it all up. So what we do, we're going to put...
That might be a good idea. I might get something done.
Yeah, well, practically, yeah, I suppose so.
But however sophisticated you are, nothing beats brute force. But force on its own is sometimes not enough.
Can't get in there.
Get kitted, Bill.
I'm not saying I watch a lot of Space Invaders, but I just like dressing up like one.
Right, you ready, Bill?
Do I look good? Give me banana suit. You ready, Si? Go on then.
You don't need to make a drama out of this, but it does help. It makes it seem properly important. That's code for I think we've got something down here. In this business, what goes around comes around. Wet wipes.
As you can see, that is the wipes. It's causing the problem.
The froth is yet another sign of things going wrong.
It's combining soap powder and fat when it goes like concrete. It's like mixing up concrete. And just all it does is just sits in the pipe and it just builds up and it just goes block.
It's the jet that's doing the work and the drain's cleared. So there's a happy end. But how jolly is Mr. Jolly?
I'm happy. I'm happy. Till next month. Then they'll be back out again.
Guaranteeing the future isn't possible, but today the clouds have parted.
Thanks so much.
See you later, mate.
Thank you.
Bill and Simon have brought a bit of sunshine to this part of Dagenham. Back in Dumfries, Steve has used a smoke bomb to fumigate. Like a neutron bomb, everything is intact, but all the insects are dead.
As you can see, guys, it's a very effective method. You can see the flies, it's dead everywhere.
Phase 1 is over, but now it's time for Phase 2.
OK, guys.
Meet the Special Ops team, Steve's wife Sue and friend Jane. It's worse than they thought.
It's not a pretty sight at all. This really is quite shocking, actually. You wonder how people can live like this. Obviously, there was young children amongst all this, which is really not good.
Yeah, with all the kids' toys and stuff. It's
Everything's just left. I mean, there's a little boy's bike or a little girl's bike there. Right, we'll clear the passage in here.
Now the team go into action. Upstairs, they've got to be especially careful.
As we can see, there's a few sharps on the floor there. Chances of HIV, hepatitis B, all different types of diseases you can pick up.
Even with their experience, there's still surprise that people can live like this.
Because I'm a mum myself, so it's hard to think if I was in this situation, you know, why did they take drugs or what made them go there? In a way, I'm glad I really don't know, because I think I would just be more upset if you knew the whole story. You just got to switch off. It's got to be done. It's a job that's got to be done. And that's it. We just come in, we do it, and we go home.
They can't afford to sympathise too much. There's work to be done.
We get used to it. I mean, we do this on a daily basis, so we don't tend to look at pictures or mail or anything like that. We just put our heads down, go ahead and do the job. So we come in and work hard. I mean, a lot of people couldn't do this job, but at the end of the day, it has to be done.
For grime fighters, it's the sense of achievement which keeps them going. Way down to the south in Brockholes Wood near Preston, all seems peaceful, but it isn't. Fly tippers have turned a rural dream into a nightmare for the locals.
When I was a boy, I loved playing in the woods, but I wouldn't like to play in them today.
Some of the locals have decided to fight back and become grime fighters for the day.
You know what you're doing a clean-up. We've all done them before, but we have to be careful of a number of things. Firstly, sharps. Don't pick a needle up yourself. Same with glass. If you see anything sharp like glass, don't pick it up.
That's a warning about dirty needles bringing disease.
Residents and tenants would be very annoyed if they came and chucked rubbish right in their path. I'm sure they would, but yet they'll sit in the house and watch them dumping on our greenery.
People just seem to think it's a good idea to get rid of all the rubbish into the woods, out of sight, out of mind, but eventually it has to come back out again.
Fly tipping is a sin, you know, it shouldn't be allowed.
One of the problems we have is being able to recognise who's actually doing this. There are ways in which we can find out who's responsible, but with something like that teddy over there, there's nothing there that tells us who did that. We've just got to take it out.
There you go, put that in there then.
What the volunteers lack in experience, they make up for in cheerfulness.
One arm's better than none.
Yes!
I don't know where we'd be without her, it's that simple. It never ceases to amaze me, the amount of enthusiasm and motivation and determination in the local people when it comes to looking after the green spaces.
And I want to keep on top of it with everybody else.
This generation have known hard times, and they know what has to be done.
Oh, yes.
Coming up, in the flat in Dumfries, there's still a long way to go.
That's shocking.
A son gives his father the chance to feel on top of the world. And an old favourite of this programme reveals his secret.
You've always got to have a good woman behind you on this.
Throughout the country, an army of professionals are continuing to dedicate their daily lives to waging war on the nation's grime. And one grime fighter is rather special.
Hi, it's only me!
Yes, he's back. It's Lou, the litter picker from Wolverhampton. For a time, Lou was out of action, but he just couldn't stay away.
Yes, I've been off for a few weeks, you know, with the old shoulder, and I've had a few knee problems. It's probably because I'm getting old. It's probably wear and tear on the old body. I'm having physio on it, and I do exercises at home every day. And I do the washing up at night. Oh, and I'll tell you something else. I don't do any fishing anymore. I've sold my gear. I can't do it no more. I've got me a little dog, ain't I? Hey? Had it 12 months. Bought it there for Valentine's Day. Little Yorkshire Terrier. Absolutely wonderful.
The puppy and the wife, a family.
This is my little Jelly. All it does is sit at home playing with my little dog. But she looks after me. I'll tell you what, she's one in a million. You've always got to have a good woman behind you on this job. Right, I'm proud of her, mate.
And he's also proud of the puppy. You've got to laugh.
You'll always find there's a lot of litter on this street because people chuck it on the road, don't they? I don't know.
While he's been away, nothing much has changed.
Now look at that. Already we've only just come a couple of 100 yards and that's it. That's off the street. You've got cans, even bottles, glass, crisp packets, you name it, it's in the bag. They just chuck the litter down on the road. But not to worry, we've got these. We pick the litter up with these. Litter breeds litter. Like, look at that. Now if you ring the council up, they'll come and take that away for you. Just a matter of a phone call. Now look at this. Where's that going to end up?
Even in these quiet streets, there can be drama.
Sounds like we're going to have an active blackbird doing us a bit of a love song in the street.
Who needs neighbourhood watch with Lou about?
I'm going to check round the back in case somebody's climbed in the back. You never know. Hello, anybody there?
Back in Dumfries, Sue is tackling the kitchen, and the mess gets to her.
That's shocking. And the stench. Rotten eggs, and that's just fat. Obviously just cooking meat or whatever, and decided to leave it there. You know, that's the worst cooker I think I've ever seen. I mean, how can you possibly, you know, make anything for your children on there? I mean, it's, well...
This husband and wife team have been partners in Grime for 10 years, ever since they met on holiday in Greece. How wonderful that was.
It was the worst holiday of my life, so it was. No, I was only kidding, so it was. But we don't argue. Yeah, we do. Good team.
Successful teamwork depends on deciding who does what, and Sue has plenty of faith in Steve.
I think I'll leave that for my husband. He specialises in removing stinky minky. It's really as bad as blue. Oh, I passed that on to someone that's more professional than myself.
It's a horrible job, this. Anybody in the cleaning industry tries to avoid this job. Let's get maggots on it. Unbelievable.
Is that it? Thank you. Yes.
Take the door shut.
Yes.
For Sue and Steve, it's not really about who wears the trousers. It's about sharing the load.
It's not a pleasant job. I mean, anybody watching this programme will see you're cleaning up in filth. But at the end of the day, it pays the rent, or pays your mortgage.
There's so much grease. I've had to spray and it's just been layers and layers and layers and it's still there, but it's come there.
3 people, 1 day, and now a total transformation. This flat will soon be home to a new tenant.
It's a big difference, guys. If we were first come in at 9 o'clock this morning, it shows you what a bit of hard work can do. Another good job done.
Back on the streets of Wolverhampton, Lou is quite pleased to have been distracted by the burglar alarm.
Hello, anybody there? No. Looks all peaceful and what have you. Obviously, if you see something like that happen, knock the door, see if there's any problems, see if you can help them out. That's me, I'll help anybody, and it's part of the done thing in today's society.
Unfortunately for Lou, it's a false alarm. He's got to get back to work.
Anybody about? Make me a cup of tea. Oh, look at this rubbish. Hey, let's get on.
Even without company, Lou can manage to amuse himself.
Look at this here. There you are, that's probably a methadone bottle.
Of course, it wasn't like this in the old days.
And look at that. There seems far too much packaging these days. There you are, the old vodka bottle 8. It's been a few years since I've had a touch of vodka. Tell you what I do like that, eh? The odd little tipple of Lambrewski. I'll tell you what, it's a nice drink, that Lambrewski is. Hello, my dear, all right, have you?
Lou sees himself as more than just a litter picker.
Good morning.
He's an ambassador for Wolverhampton.
Hello there, kid, all right, have you? You're looking well, have you been bad?
Could he be an MP?
Do you always walk through here, do you?
Yes, I do, but...
And what do you think of this rubbish?
I don't like it at all.
It's absolutely terrible, isn't it?
It may be a thankless task that Lou does, but he doesn't see it that way. He's proud of the work he does.
And I'll tell you something, I've been here now almost 6 years, and it's the best job I've had. I go home at night and I feel satisfied.
Over in Blackpool, father and son rubbish team, Steve and Steve, are answering an emergency call.
We've been called out to a hotel in Blackpool. The drains are blocked up full of fat and grease from the previous tenant, so we're just going to go and have a quick look. That's the problem.
Father Steve is still suffering from an injured arm, but like a great general, he fights on.
I better show Willie and put some gloves on. Make him think I'm going to do a bit, but I'm not.
His army is small, it's just his son, but he gives orders.
Twist it. You still haven't got the hang of it, son, have you?
It's stuck.
Pull it to one side. Pass it on.
He's telling me that as if he knows what he's doing. I know what I'm doing. He just feels he has to have his input.
He still needs me here. Every day, supervising. He would have never got that without me.
Let's show some jazz hands. Again.
Supervision hands.
Supervision hands.
Manual hands. Come on. Get it cleaned down. Come on. I love it when a plan comes together. That is a really nice touch.
Well, that was simple enough. But hang on a moment. That wasn't part of the plan.
We've spoke too soon, Stevie boy.
We basically lit the cigar a little bit too early this time. It's time to get wet knees. And you say there's no commitment in this. Wet knees, minging hands. I'd do anything for this company.
What's that smell?
Son Steve returns to the fray. Without Dad, it might have been easier. Dad's okay, but he can't be totally trusted.
Off, turn it off.
Father Steve was ready to take the credit, but now it's a question of who takes the blame.
Not happy. What have I just said?
Not quite.
It's like the A-team. I love it when a plan comes together, and it hasn't, has it?
A great general sometimes has to get off his high horse.
Let the master just feel the baby.
Steve celebrates victory in his typically modest way.
Rock on. Another job done.
In time, Big Steve will have to give way to Little Steve, but not straight away. Surely.
Come on. Don't run off. Don't drive off. No, come on back. Come back.
Leicester, housing officer Steve gets ready to open up a flat which has been boarded up. He's been warned that there could be danger here. Public safety is one of his concerns.
Okay, so as you can see, we've got this security door that we put on all properties when there's been an eviction. It's just a lot stronger and it keeps people out rather than the plastic doors. It's a lot safer way for us to stop people getting into the properties. Okay, we've not got any power in here. Okay, we're into what should be the living room. It's full of rubbish, as you can see. It smells really damp and mouldy in here. You can see down here we've got some needles, so we need to be really careful with what we're stepping on.
It's a common problem. Dirty needles can hide disease. The danger is disguised.
As you can see down here, we've got a lot more needles, 3, 4 or 5 needles. Just take care where we're treading when we're walking around.
It's clear now why the flat had to be closed and bolted.
Again, it's just full of junk, rotten food, mouldy food everywhere, really.
Because the bathroom is in such a poor state, the water's been turned off.
When they did the eviction, the guy had caused some damage on purpose to try and damage the property, so that's why we've kept it off, turned the water off.
Everything about this flat reeks of neglect. Who could live in conditions like this?
If you're sleeping in a room with mould growth like this, it's going to affect your health, so you're breathing in these mould spores, it's not good for you. So it does shock you really that people live like this still today. It's like going back to the 1900s really at times. But You know, you just got to get on with it, get the property cleared out and get it ready and hope that the next tenant looks after it.
In Blackpool, father and son team, Steve and Steve, are in a good mood. It's a bright morning and they're ready for action.
Come on, son. No, there she is. That's the problem. That's the cause of it, Stevie boy. First wipes. The amount of times I go shopping, I see them all in the shopping baskets and the trolleys, and I'm thinking to myself, that's keeping me in work. It's a nice day though, isn't it, Steve?
It's all
beautiful
right, yeah.
day today.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful day today for clearing a bit of poo, a bit of dancing.
And it's not just the weather. Steve's out of the sling he's had to wear for an arm injury.
I'm undergoing physio. Undergoing physio for me.
It's come on in a few days.
These are the exercises he's given me for my physio. £25 an hour and he told me that. Do that. I'm going to be a physio.
But not today, Steve. There's a drain to clear.
This is my new tool, this. Actually, insert that in the drain.
The hole finder.
This is highly technical.
Insert the pole. Switch the machine on. Put the jet head. Jet goes down there.
Steve is convinced that he's one of the best in the business.
Oh, yeah.
A victory jig. For Steve, professionalism should be celebrated wherever it's found.
When you see Premiership footballers playing football and you're watching it on telly, right, every touch they do is fantastic. It looks easy, yeah? Let me tell you, it wasn't as simple as it actually looked. I made it look simple because I am good at my job. Am I right or am I wrong? Look at his face.
When I make it look easy, he's like, come on, come on.
Come on, let's get packed up.
It's a game of two halves. For Steve and Steve, this is their beautiful game.
Number one for number twos.
In Leicester, Council Housing Officer Steve has completed his assessment and he brings in extreme cleaners Kevin and Graham. They know the dangers of a drugs den and they're not taking any chances. They've got the equipment for it. The key point is to be able to see what you're doing.
We've got no electricity in the house, so obviously we've had to go out and get these lights. So obviously we can see these needles that are all about, like, we're not sure how many's in here at the minute.
It's like one of those games at a fairground, and the prizes are pretty useless too.
There must have been more than one person at it though.
There's been a woman here, hasn't there?
Quite a bit of stuff in here. Watch your legs around here, Greg, because there's some down there. You've only got to brush up against something like that with a needle sticking out of it, and it, you know, scrapes your skin. You never know what you're going to catch.
The sad thing is that in previous times, this was a good neighbourhood.
My mum and dad told me about this area years ago. You know, apparently it was all like doctors living here, it's proper nice and all that, and that's just come down to this sort of thing, which I suppose happens all over England, doesn't it?
Graham's been doing this for years, and senior moments, well, they come.
Is that one down there, Kev? Just there, look.
That's a pen.
Is it?
Yeah, your eyesight's really bad, Greg.
Yeah.
But one of the joys is being able to reminisce about the old times.
I had a job on one of these once, Kev, about over 200 needles in here.
Yeah, I've had them as well.
Yes.
The one we done, the whole bedroom was just covered in blood all the way round.
And there's still plenty of variety. There's rubbish and rubbish.
They're yours, Kev.
Oh, don't. That's disgusting. Not again.
Patience is what you need, and after time, at least the first part of the job is over.
We've still got to keep on the alert with them, obviously, but yeah, I don't think we've done too bad a job here now.
It's not all finicky and fiddly. Oh, what the hell.
bit, innit? Gets you out your system, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it does a little bit, doesn't it?
Apple turnover. You even sweep the floor on the way out.
If they can just clear all this stuff, there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Tea break. Tea.
Is it?
Yeah.
In Blackpool, Steve and Steve are hoping for a bit of glamour at the hairdressers.
We believe you're having some problems with your drains and your toilets. Is it all right just to have a quick look at it, yeah?
Yeah, of course it is. It's just through there.
All right.
Oh dear. Back to business.
A classic indication that outside there's going to be a blockage in one of the chambers. What are you at? Hey, what are you laughing at? I've come to do you a job. Stevie, what are you doing sat there?
I'm having a chat with the
You've
ladies.
not finished,
I'm having
have
a chat with the ladies.
Come on, let's go.
I'm having Zed in a minute.
Well, you can do what you can with that, but I'm not...
Inside, it's perms and primping. Outside, it's boring and blocked.
Oh yeah, that's it. There's a lot of fat and there's a lot of hair with it being a hairdresser.
We'll just check this gully pot now, and that's
someone's toupee.
would that be all right for me? I'd love to be able to do that.
Oh, what's it, face?
Be out for a meal with that on Friday night.
This isn't simple, and Steve begins to suffer from his arm injury.
Are you going to watch me struggle or what?
I've just said I'll get a couple of rods.
Have a go at it, go on.
I said I'll get a couple of rods and do it myself. There's no chance with this, we're going to have to get some water.
I'm getting very, very miserable right now.
Just look at that turd there, that'll make you smile.
He's not as funny as his dad, he never will be, he just hasn't got it like his father has. Are we having problems with drains?
Yeah.
Huh? Just the nose in it. It used to be my granddad's house,
Used to be granddad's house?
Yeah.
Steve is crazy about his son, but he doesn't always want to show it. He just wants to give advice.
I'm out trying, helping him, advising him.
What Steve likes to prove is he's got what it takes.
I'm going to get the secret weapon out. Pathfinder. If anything can clear it, this baby can. So we're just going to put this on now and give it a go. Boom.
Steve's arm injury is now forgotten, with victory so tantalisingly close. Young Steve is impressed. It's coming. It's coming. Ah, the moment to cherish.
Superman here has just been able to release it with his one arm.
Come on, get in! Hopefully, this should be.
Now time for a lap of honour.
Right, John, I'm off. It's all sorted. Thank you. OK, bye. Another satisfied customer. I might get myself a free hairdo next time I come down here.
Coming up, Graham and Kevin find love in a cold climate.
I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Oh, I want to have... Oh, no, I ain't going that far. No, that's quite graphic.
Is it? Carry on.
High-rise cleaners are looking up.
The golden rule. Never look down.
And in London, we meet the man with the plan.
It's like a ballet, really. It's the coordination of men and machines.
Throughout the country, an army of professionals are continuing to dedicate their daily lives to waging war on the nation's grime. Back in Leicester, Graham and Kevin have cleared the living room and are in the kitchen upstairs. The drug users that used to live here weren't always concerned about sell-by dates.
Oh, no. Great. Fancy a bit of crumpet?
Not me, Tom.
Why did he buy frozen food bags when he's got no fridge or freezer?
Lives on takeaways.
Everywhere there are signs of disordered lives. Nothing seems to have its place.
Bit of pizza.
Yeah. I wonder if it's cheese crust.
A nice few bits of chicken there. Yeah, look. Wow. Yorkshire pudding.
Ooh. I think the mould's definitely taking over. Yeah, Gray. Brush your teeth this morning.
What?
Oh, the smell.
Kevin and Graham are experienced extreme cleaners, and they know that below the mounds of rubbish there are human stories.
I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Oh, I love you with all my heart. I want to have... Oh, no, I ain't going that far. No, that's quite graphic.
Is it? Carry on.
Yeah, no. God, they were strange.
Go on, read it. I ain't got
No, I'm not
glasses
reading it. It's quite weird.
I mean, when I first started doing these a few years back, like, you start to get emotional with them, but no, not anymore, I don't.
Leave it and have a read when you get home.
Might take another.
The end is in sight. One last heave. This council flat is now a blank canvas for a new home.
What's that done then, Kev?
Yeah.
Not too bad, was it?
No. Another day, another $50. Yeah. Go home, go down the pub.
Might treat you to a pint and all.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Every February in London's Chinatown, thousands of people throng the streets to celebrate the Chinese New Year. 2011 is the year of the rabbit, and this part of the city is hopping with hungry visitors. It all adds up to a busy night for Westminster Council Enforcement Officer Mitch.
This is a particularly special event. It brings the whole of London into Chinatown and to experience the culture.
It's the busiest night of the year for restaurants in the area, but that also means that the rubbish that remains is far worse than usual.
Just a throng of people, and they are producing a lot of litter. We are not so concerned about the mess from the public. It's any mess produced by a business who can afford to pay for it. I can see a lot of black bags down here, so I'm curious to know where these bags have originated from.
When it comes to illegal dumping, Mitch makes few mistakes.
Hello there.
It doesn't take him long to trace the source.
Where have you come from? Which business? Excuse me. Hello? Hello? Just 1 second. Are you from a business, a restaurant? Do you speak English? No? 1 second, before you put in there, are you this business? Because it's belongs to someone. No, stand here, stand here. Where does this bag come from? Where do you come from?
You don't need an interpreter to get the message.
Okay, it looks like you've got a couple of friends here. Excuse me?
And the girl's companions aren't forthcoming.
Can you just tell me about these bags? Which business is this?
But Mitch isn't put off by the language barrier.
Okay, guys, listen, focus on me, stop now, stop. Which business do you come from? Take me to the restaurant.
No, I don't know English.
You don't speak any English at all? So where are you going with the bag?
The girl is anxious to escape from the long arm of the law.
If you have a key for it, if you have a lock, yeah, show me. Does it open? Okay, so listen, if this is your bin, okay, if this is your bin, you didn't need to do all of this running around. But your bin is full already. They've overloaded the bin and they're just deciding we'll just dump the waste.
Mitch is determined not to fail. This has to be cleared. It's going to be a long night for Mitch's team. In another part of central London, the Chelsea and Westminster Hospital looks clean and efficient, all steel and glass. Keeping the hospital in mint condition is a full-time job for expert window cleaners Steve and Steve. In the grime fighting business, you don't have to be called Steve, but it helps. And for these two, you really need a head for heights.
You've got your main working rope and your safety rope, so if one fails, you've always got to back up. Our job tonight is to clean the outside of balustrade glass that goes all around the walkways.
Hospitals nowadays are all too conscious of the dangers of less than perfect surfaces, which can trap bacteria as well as dust. It takes Steve and Steve more than 3 months to clean every surface properly.
Once we've done something, up 3 weeks, it's dirty again, so then they want us to come back and do it again, so we've been here for quite a while.
When the hospital isn't busy in the evening, the team can get started.
I'm not a lover of nights, really. They mess up with your social life.
They have to get used to night work and height work.
You do get a bit nervous at first, but you soon get over that, week or two. Got the gear on, it still makes your belly go a bit funny, you know? But yeah, just having confidence in yourself and that, and who you're working with.
Right, now what we're going to do, we're going to get a rope, but attempt to throw it over that beam, then I can jig up and then go across and clean it.
It's like rock climbing. If it wasn't work, it could be a daredevil sport.
You can have the feet on them two, and the one in the middle, move that over, then move them two over, then lift with his feet on these two. And it's a slow process.
You need, of course, to have the right equipment and some real skill.
Golden rule, never look down.
On a mountain, it's all about getting to the top. Here it's a matter of beating the bugs. A good night's work.
Done.
Back in Westminster, the festivities are almost over and the crack cleaning team are poised.
It's, as we would expect, lots of food cartons, lots of leaflets and general waste. The place is looking very ropey. Everything will happen pretty rapidly now.
And cue the music.
It's like a ballet, really. It's a coordination of men and machines.
There may not be a romantic ending, but Mitch is still touched.
I'm loving this. This is what it's all about.
And just when you think it's all over, there's a surprise ending. Well, this is the year of the rabbit.
How fantastic is that? We're getting to the final stages of the clean-up here. And just a real good old polish up.
3 hours since the big clean began, Mitch and his team of grime fighters can finally take a bow.
Hello, Mitch. Hello. All done, all cleared up.
Mitch the maestro has turned in another perfect performance.
When you consider just a short while ago, we had tens of thousands of people here. It's amazing.
Duo in Glasgow, James and Ian. They've been called to a council flat that's been abandoned, but don't know quite what to expect.
We don't know exactly how bad it is or whether there's any dangers involved, so we're going to do a risk assessment and have a look, see what's in front of us.
Oh, stinks.
I think it's a fridge, James.
It doesn't look too bad. But what is that smell? Neglect, that's what it is.
It's been switched off and there's hundreds of food in it. It's not been emptied so far. I'll let James do that job. Oh, somebody left their dinner here, mate, no ate it. Your dinner's here.
How strange. Food and clothing. Someone must have left in a hurry.
Obviously there's a wheelchair here, so it could have been an old person that lived here, but
have a quick look about and see if we can find any lost signs of.
Yeah, just check them for anything untoward. Make sure there's nothing in there that can harm you.
Something untoward, definitely. And as so often, drug taking, the modern tragedy.
You can see there's some needles here and on the table, so we need to be extra vigilant while clearing it out. Make sure we don't get pricked or anything with the needles. Obviously this here's a wee tray that they use for cooking the heroin up. They get these in packs now with swabs and everything.
Dirty needles are always a risk. This job could be dangerous.
Looks to be as if it was a young guy that lived here. Pretty messy as well.
A risk calls for a risk assessment, and the camera doesn't lie.
Is that your risk assessment done?
That's it, that's risk
Wrap
assessment.
Up. Don't need these hats in here. Take these off.
Yes, the needles aren't going to fall out of the sky. The clear-out can begin. Over in Dagenham, environmental enforcement officers Rob and Lindsay are following a lead. Something suspicious.
Just driving down the street, having a little look, and just like having a routine patrol and stuff, and noticed quite a large accumulation of fly tipping and stuff in this site here. Token bath, token beds, bit of carpet, you've got an entire house here, look, it's good. It's just an absolute nightmare, we've got everything. There's absolutely no shortage of stuff here. It's like an open air house.
Oh my God.
A fly tip? More like a giant rubbish dump. Who thought they could get away with this?
They just drive up and dump it. Full daylight, night time, they're not really that bothered, to be honest.
It's not only an eyesore, it's dangerous.
The kids come over here, they can fall over and just damage themselves. They're looking over here, you've got like nails sticking up out of bits of wood. I mean, that'll go straight through someone's foot if they stood on that. There's bits of glass hanging out of windows. It's insane to dump stuff like this, anywhere. Really should have gone to the tip, but I mean, it's just found its way over in Barking somehow.
It's blatant and it's awful. But Rob isn't surprised. He's seen worse.
Year 4 last, big 8-wheeler, literally just rocked up and just tipped it up in the middle of the road and just drove away. And the whole lot of it was just covered in the middle of the road.
Disposing of this waste costs around £100 per tonne. But left like this, there's a huge cost to the environment.
You know, you're talking God knows how many tonnes of this. I mean, it's just madness. You're talking thousands.
The culprits may not be caught, but the landowner may be liable. The first step is the laborious process of searching for evidence.
We enjoy it, actually. It's good because you're digging around, you're sniffing around, and then you can sort of like trace it back and sort of work from there as to who did what and where they got rid of their rubbish. It's quite interesting what you can sort of like sniff out sometimes.
They're looking for names and addresses that could connect this rubbish with an individual. There's a eureka moment.
We've hit the jackpot, Linz.
Have we?
Tons of it, absolutely tons of it. We've got birth certificate, bank details, it's like the Holy Grail. That's so much of it, bags of it.
I found an address which is in the area that we're often in.
Oh my God, that's too good an opportunity to miss that, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a solid lead, but will it lead to the culprits? Rob and Lindsay are on the trail. Over in Leicester, meet expert street cleaner Kevin. His job is to sweep the streets of Leicester town centre early on Sunday mornings.
We are now at Unblocking Gate, Clock Tower, East Gates. And as you can see, it is very dirty again. But that's life.
Kevin's been sweeping this area for 15 years, but his task is never ending.
Plus as well now, we've got the notorious famous leaflets. And if it's on a wet day, leaflets is your biggest nightmare.
But how very nice. Someone's come to help.
Yeah. He wants his 2 minute of fame, this guy. He wants the job.
Sunday mornings in Leicester can feel like the morning after the night before.
It's all right. This is a good British public. At least he puts it in the bin. Here's some more happy lads. Had a good night out.
Well, the lads that do make this mess are disgusting. There you go.
They're disgusting, but they had a
good night.
Maybe the cameras are lightening the mood.
You get a lot of abuse, but you just take it, don't you? Really. All the time. See what I mean? Just walks right by you. That's his 2 minutes of fame. The best time is home time, when you know you've done a good job, but tomorrow morning you'll come back and start all over again, because it'll just be the same.
Coming to Kevin's aid, Vorsprung durch Technik.
When I first started, there weren't like machines like these nowadays. We used to do it all by hand. We used to walk this town, 6 of us, every Sunday morning, wear box and brush.
But even now there are times when brush is best. And Kevin goes for what works.
The last street to do, then it's all ready, all nice and clean for the good British public.
Kevin likes the idea that he's a lone hero. Seeing a job well done, that's what it's all about.
I'm proud of my job, what I do, I'm proud of it. Rain, snow, anything. I'm here every day, and I will be here every day, till I retire.
Back in the deserted Glasgow flat, James and Ian have got to be careful as they begin the clear-up. They found used needles, and that means dirty needles, which can carry disease.
I'm just checking there's no sharps hidden in amongst all this stuff. You can't stick your hand straight in because, well, you would get jabbed if you stuck your hand in, so that's why we use these.
Safety and drug use don't go together.
Always expect unexpected, really, so you just need to be alert at all times. We've only found 2 needles in this house, but we're just putting them in a sharps bin just now, dispose of them the right way, so no one gets hurt with them.
The tragedy is that all this could have been avoided. Drugs, in the end, don't help. Lives are ruined. The sofa is not too bad, and nor is the mattress. The bed's okay. This could have been a decent flat. But all the clues are there, and Ian is experienced enough to know what to do.
I've pulled these 3 items to one side because there's blood on them. Obviously you can't just dump that, you've got to treat it first. So I've got this PX Parvo, you call it, kills any diseases. Even though the house has been vacant for quite a bit, we don't know exactly how long, and diseases can stay in the blood even though it's out of the body for maybe several weeks. If it was HIV or if there was hepatitis in the blood, this, as I said before, this neutralises it. Makes it safe for us to handle and then just dispose of. I don't know how this has happened. I think he's been reading his wee dictionary and had a nosebleed or something.
The living room can be cleared without any difficulty. There's more of a problem in the kitchen.
Yeah, we're going to get rid of the food from this fridge. It's absolutely stinking. So.
James and Ian are used to all this. But you never get used to the smell. You just have to put up with it.
You can taste it, I mean, smell it.
Oh. But the way some people live, I don't know how they can live in a...
Some milk for the tea.
Oh. I feel sorry for the council sometimes, the amount of money they spend. Maybe put new kitchens in and somebody moves in and just trashes the place. It must cost thousands of pounds.
Outside, at least the fresh air makes a difference.
That's it. Job done. I'm happy. See what I've done. You?
Static.
Static.
It's not up to James and Ian to draw any conclusions. They've just done their job. Coming up, the lowlife shows up underground.
There's nothing to say that there's not a hypodermic syringe in there or you know, such like.
And a sewage expert who finds it's like father and son and another son.
He's a shy lad. It's like his dad, dead shy.
An army of professionals are continuing to dedicate their daily lives to waging war on the nation's grime. A sewage pumping station on the Isle of Dogs in London is the rendezvous for a team of specialist grime fighters. Team leader Rob will be joined by sewer inspector Dan.
We're going to be cleaning the screens so that the storm flow can get through to the pumps. Because if the storm flow can't get through to the pumps, it could lead to flooding. All right?
The problem has been caused by an old enemy, wet wipes in the drains. Dan's task is to see that the screens on the drains can be cleared.
We're just going to jump down on the sort of the pumping station side of the screen and punch a hole through the rag so we can drain some of the water down.
Dan, all dressed in white, is going to get very dirty indeed.
At the minute, we're just trying to punch a hole through the stuff that's here to try and let the water go before we get in and clean it off.
Armed only with a fork, Dan tackles the remains of the wet wipes clogging up the screen.
You can see, standing here, this is all the debris, all the floating stuff that's on the screens. Wet wipes make up about 70–80% of that. Good as the day it was manufactured. A little bit, you know, not quite the colour it was, I don't suppose, but they don't break down, they just don't. And you can imagine this gets knitted up and goes into a pump, it just clogs it to death. It's a pain. Because if this pumping station didn't pump storm flow when it should, when it has to, we flood.
Well, this here is fat. This is hardened cooking fat. And you can see it's got lolly sticks in it. You know, there's nothing to say that there's not a hypodermic syringe in there or you know, such like, you know, you could end up with a needle stick, which obviously no one wants.
That's why we keep telling people, you know, a little bit of toilet paper, no fat, no rags, no sanitary items.
Yeah. Someone obviously had enough with their pair of socks. All this sort of stuff should be in the bin, nowhere near a sewer system.
And people will say, well, you know, it keeps you in work. We've got plenty of other work to get on with, I can assure you.
Yeah.
The weather above ground could affect the work. Rain can be a problem.
Supposed to be a bit of rain about tonight. The crew that's up the top there, they're keeping an eye on the weather for us. So we're going to remove some of this so that at least it can get through into the pumps, you know, should there be a storm.
Back in Dagenham, those who dumped all this rubbish still have not been found. Environmental enforcement officers Rob and Lindsay are going to an address found in the rubbish.
And we're just going to come over here and have a little knock, see if the person still lives there.
Any sign of rubbish, wherever it is, could be relevant.
This car looks like it's got a lot of random household stuff in it. Don't really know why they've got that there, but they shouldn't have rubbish in the car anyway. Did you see him in there?
No.
The litter police are calling, and the visit isn't welcome.
Council enforcement officers, I need to speak to you about this address.
Sorry?
How long have you lived here?
Me?
Yeah.
Not a long time.
Not a long time?
I'm a new tenant.
You're a new tenant?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not you then.
Do you have your landlord's details at all?
My landlord?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you?
Would you be able to get some details for your landlord?
It's basically as we suspected in the first place. There's someone's... Basically, it's not her, but it's the person who lived there before them. Again, they've probably left or been evicted or whatever.
But Lindsay isn't going to give up.
Also, this car, why have you got all this stuff?
Sorry?
Why have you got all this stuff in the back of the car here?
This car?
Mice can get in and they can live in there because where there's all clothes and stuff in there, it's a nice little place for them to live.
Yeah, no, that's why I asked my landlord to do that storage, yeah, because I have to keep the stuff inside there.
Oh.
Okay. Glamorous stuff.
For Rob and Lindsay, the case is not closed. Back in the London sewer, Rob and Dan are still trying to clear the storm filter or screen.
There's a bloody hair coat in there, look.
Yeah.
You do your hair as well while you're and wash your face.
Yeah, and wash your face and do your hair at the same time.
Ah, there could be gold in them there hills.
Alright. Oh, blimey, look what we've got here, look.
Oh,
crown jewels.
Is it sterling?
Oh, no. Yeah, I'll bite it and see if it's silver, Stan.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Or is it a fancy toilet chain?
Don't know. It's glitzy, isn't it? Look nice on the Christmas tree. That's more likely where it was.
Yeah. Someone's bling.
It's nice beads, isn't it? Shiny bangles. Yeah.
Give that to the missus.
Is it her birthday yet then?
October.
October? Oh, you clean it up already.
Sometimes grime fighters can't resist having a joke about grime.
I can't imagine what it'd be like trying to meet someone. I mean, fortunate enough, I was with my partner before we started, but you know what it would be like to sort of, should we say, go out on the pool.
Put more aftershave on, I think, deodorant.
As a manager, Rob doesn't have to get into the nitty-gritty, but he thinks he should.
You know, I'm a hands-on manager. I come down and if the guys come into the office and say the bloody screens down at the Isle of Dogs are an absolute pain to do, you can have an intelligent conversation with someone because you know what they're talking about. When you're sitting there and you haven't got a clue where they work or what they do, a bit difficult, isn't it? I think we've got that lot ready from there, Dan. Have to get the lads know to come in and sucker and suck this lot up and get rid of it. Because what's going to start happening is this flow that's coming in here is going to start building up and we're going to start swimming. Right, I think it's time for a cup of tea, lads. I don't know about you.
Yeah. Make sure you put the kettle on there.
Be safe.
The storm clouds are gathering. Rob and Dan are relieved. Rain could have stopped play.
Yeah, look, it's starting to rain now. Let's see, just done in time.
Timing.
In Blackpool, Steve and Steve are on their way to unblock a drain. This time, they've brought another member of the family to help out.
Let me introduce you to Chris, my other son. He's on day release. No, he's got a day off from college. We're out training him today, so he's going to learn the ropes and get a bit dirty. Come on, son, let's go.
Steve Jr. thought he'd sorted out the problem when he came last week.
Whoa, it's a little bit messy in here, boys. Just be careful.
Dad's not impressed.
I can't work with idiots. Obviously, you can see he's done a great job. Tell you what, you see that plant there? It'll be 10 foot tall at morning with all this poo. It's great.
Getting both his sons involved is all part of Steve's exit strategy.
The idea with the boys is Stephen to be in charge, Chris obviously to get involved, and then I can do away with the poo and get a little bit of sunshine.
15, I think I was. I started helping, just doing the machine and turning it on and off, just to help Steve.
You both get your looks off, because they're good looking lads, and obviously they get the looks off the dad, yeah? But what he won't enjoy is, he's getting along right now, look Chris. Good looking Chris.
There are times when Steve just goes on and on. It's an odd way to play happy families, but it works.
Oh, look at that.
Steve's already getting D-Mob happy.
There she goes. Well done, boys. The result, that's what's happened there.
Steve pretends he's already retired, but he can't really stay away.
I'm just making sure you two know what you're doing.
It looks as if the technically minded youngsters will win the day, but not so fast.
No, wipe the top of the remote, the sensor. The sensor, not enter. Sensor.
Yeah, he's actually better to stay at college and do his cars.
Well done, Chris.
We won't be doing your drains, don't worry.
I told you to stand behind me.
The truth is that this family is a close one. They like being together.
Yeah, it's a good crack. Enjoy it when it comes out. He's not only my brother, he's my friend. You enjoyed it?
And this is just one proud dad.
He's a shy lad. It's like his dad, dead shy. What are we? Come on, front of the camera. What are we? Number one for number twos.